This is Greg Holden, and you're watching Kink FM in the Skype Live studio.
Greg Holden, you're like the acoustic man's Pete Townsend right there.
Damn it.
You blew out a string, man.
I did. I have to go and fix that.
But you went right through it like a pro. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
That song, I pieced it together because I was reading up on you. I was studying really hard for like the last month and a half because I knew this interview was coming up. I read that the majority of this album was inspired by a trip to Nepal, yeah?
It was, yeah.
And that song, I picked up on that lyrically. Tell us about that trip, what you learned, how that inspired some of the songs that ended up on the album.
Well, to me, the biggest thing was that I noticed how little everybody had, but how much people were smiling.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, I come from I live in a very gentrified neighborhood in Brooklyn, and I just I came home and realized, like, how spoiled we all were, you know, and how people are constantly complaining about, like, how bad they've got it. And I'm like, you have no idea.
Yeah, I know.
We have no idea. And so for me, that was, like, the biggest thing that I learned, really.
Yeah.
Was how fortunate we all are. And most of the time we spend our time complaining about it, you know.
My stupid phone won't download this.
Exactly. Yeah, I do it all the time. I'm like, I can't put this picture on Instagram right now. And it's like, does it really matter that much?
I know.
Yes, it does. It really does.
A little bit of perspective on it. Yeah. You're a pretty grassroots guy as far as getting your hustle. I mean, you're a man who you're self-taught on your instruments. Early on, you enter Battle of the Bands, you win the Battle of the Bands, and then you go on and you're playing shows, and you've got your YouTube channel where you're uploading and creating a fan base there. Then you release your second album via Kickstarter, so you get the fans in that way. You're grinding and hustling, man.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no, it's well done.
Now I sold out. I'm signed to Warner Brothers Records.
Exactly. Yeah. Check, please.
Wah.
Check, please. Yeah. But then you write this song called Home, and then that's featured on the American Idol, and then you said it was like winning the lottery a little bit.
That was an opportunity for me where, you know, my song was heard by millions and millions and millions of people. And I mean, had I sang that song on my own, you know, and released it by myself, I think maybe 4 people would have heard it, you know. So for me, that was a huge blessing to have my music out on such a large scale, you know.
Yeah, that was a huge song. When you're in the car or when you're hanging out with a group of people and that song comes on, do you nudge them and go, hey, check this out? I wrote that song.
I'm so embarrassed, actually. So weird.
No, really?
When it comes on, I get really uncomfortable. I go red. My shoulders tense up.
I wrote that.
I'm like, yeah, I wrote that song.
Chasing the Sun is your new album.
Chase the Sun.
Chase the Sun, sorry. Chase the Sun, and it comes out in about a week and a half. And we were just talking backstage. You might be doing that literally. You just had a long winter in New York, yeah?
Too long. I think it's still winter in New York at this point.
Yeah. Chase the Sun, congratulations on the new record.
Thank you so much.
There's a man named Greg who helped produce it.
Greg Wells, yeah.
And would you do some name dropping? Greg's worked with a few people.
He's worked with Adele and Katy Perry and One Republic and a bunch of other people. Yeah, he's very, very talented and very, you know, renowned. So
was he wise?
He was very wise. We're both very stubborn, so it was so funny the whole time. We're just like,
oh really?
You know, we had a great time, but it was so funny because, you know, I had my idea of what I wanted it to sound like. He had his idea, and it was so funny, but it was amazing. Yeah,
we'll look forward to the record. Where will you be when it comes out? What's your plan on that?
I'm actually playing a show in New York the night that it comes out, so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. Do we need to get another string?
I do. I need to go and fix this.
Okay.
Otherwise, the next song will sound terrible. So if you could give me like 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, perfect.
Hey, everybody say hi to Greg.
Hey.